Hi Libra, this is your September 12th through September 18th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. Well, I have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Page of Swords clarified by the Moon. We have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Ace of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the potential outcome. We have the Three of Pentacles with the Hierophant and the Chariot, and we also have Justice on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Taurus, Libra on the table. Perhaps even an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is a very straightforward reading, Libra. A classic case of a secret admirer. That's what this reading is all about, right? And yeah, the very first card that came out is the Page of Swords, and it's clarified by the Moon. The Page of Swords, in this case, is definitely a card of somebody who is keeping tabs on you, spying on you, looking at you, right? The Moon could be a Pisces you're dealing with, but the Moon is a card of secrets, so somebody is secretly spying on you. The Three of Pentacles, the first card in the potential outcome. Since it's in the potential outcome, it's probably a card of collaboration, you two building this together, and I really like this card. But at the same time, this is a card of perhaps this is somebody you work with or do business with, or they could be associated with the way you make your money. It could be somebody you go to your yoga class, your gym class, your ballroom dancing class, your karate class, rock climbing class, whatever you're taking. Well, you get the idea, right? It's a group setting with a bunch of people doing something together, right? So that could be the case here. But yeah, this person is already in your life, or after the two of you get acquainted this week, you're not going to be hearing from them because they're going to be spying on you, right? But here they come. We got the Knight of Cups clarified by the Ace of Swords. Again, a very classic confession of love, right? The Knight of Cups could be a fellow, a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or the Knight of Cups. It's the most romantic knight out of all 4 knights. The Knight of Cups is often called the knight in the shining armor. So do expect a confession, do expect flowers, do expect this and that. And the Ace of Swords clarifying the Knight of Cups. This is the confession itself, right there. The Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Truth, so they do love you, and that's the truth, pretty much. The Ace of Swords is a card of a new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune, the next card over, is also a card of a new beginning. It's a card of a starting a new cycle. It's a major arcana card. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. Justice on the bottom of the deck is your major arcana card, Libra. It's one of them, right? There's multiple major arcana cards that you have in the deck, and that's one of them. And it's always a good sign to have your own card, your own major arcana card on the table, right? And especially on the bottom of the deck, right? So you're definitely being admired. And in the potential outcome, we have the Three of Pentacles that we already talked about. We also have the Hierophant and the Chariot. Like I said, the Three of Pentacles, it could be you building this, moving forward, right? This is you putting time, effort into this, making sure the foundation is solid because both of you want it, both of you see the potential. And the potential is not really a potential with cards like that, to be completely honest with you, Libra. The Hierophant could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is also a card of something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. It's also a very spiritual card. The Chariot right next to the deck is the personal Cancer card. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Or the Chariot is a card of victory, success. You could be relocating at some point in the future. When the two of you decide to move in together, you could be moving to another neighborhood, another city, another state, another country, what have you. But the Chariot is also, one of the fastest cards in the deck. It's a card of moving forward and not looking back. It's a card of victory, success, triumph. So that's how the two of you will be feeling about what's going on between you and them, right? You will feel like it's a win-win, and you'll feel very confident about this. Yeah, Libra, like I said, a very classic, straightforward reading secret admirer, revealing their feelings to you, and they do love you. And perhaps you already know who this is, because I don't see you even hesitating, and we all know how Libras sometimes hesitate, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's just the way you guys are. You like to weigh pros and cons. That's totally cool with me. But with this spread, I don't see anybody, hesitating, taking time. Perhaps we're skipping a step here, yeah, that's pretty much it, Libra. I'm not gonna do an extended for you, because with cards like that, I can definitely see you guys, working it out, taking it to the next level. Really happy for you, Libra. Congratulations. Libra, if you're already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Fool and the Page of Pentacles. We have the World, and then we also have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It kind of feels like you are opening up to an idea. Perhaps something is growing in you, and you're like, perhaps I can give it a shot, perhaps I can try it, and perhaps your person, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other was trying to talk you into it, and earlier you were like, no, I don't want to do this. It's not for me, or it's too dangerous, or it's this and that. But this week, you're going to be warming up to that idea. You're going to be opening up to it, right? And I do see you actually doing it. Some of you, it could simply be about going somewhere, because we do have two travel cards on the table, right? The Eight of Wands all the way to your right on the bottom of the deck could be a travel card, and the World right next to the deck could also be a travel card. The World could be a card of someplace remote, right? We start off with the Four of Pentacles, right? The Four of Pentacles, in this case, this is you closing off, not opening up to an idea, or not opening up to doing something or to going somewhere for whatever reason. The Queen of Swords, the next card over, that's you, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. And you're clarified by the Fool and the Page of Pentacles. So there you are. You're gonna give it a shot this week. Perhaps they're gonna talk you into it, or you'll just do your own research and realize that, yeah, it's not a bad idea, it's not that bad, it's not that dangerous. Perhaps you feel like traveling this week. And with the Page of Pentacles, it's kind of symbolic. You see, with the Four of Pentacles, there's a person holding on to a pentacle. That, like I said, is somebody who is closing off, not opening up. But with the Page of Pentacles, the person in the Page of Pentacles is sharing the pentacle, right? So perhaps this is you guys paying for something, for that travel, for that trip. Or, again, intuitively speaking, this is you opening up to this idea. All right, so most likely travel or something, but you're deciding to give something a shot. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Libra, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also, keep in mind, we've got 6, I think, planets in retrograde right now, including Mercury. That's when more than exes could potentially resurface. We got the Hangman clarified by the Empress. We got the Knight of Wands clarified by Judgment. We have the Four of Swords clarified by the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or any zodiac sign. There's absolutely nothing here for you except for more trauma and drama and confusion with what just happened when you wake up the following morning, if I know what I mean. Okay? So you're dealing with this Knight of Wands. It could be any zodiac sign, right? The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign, or Sagittarius, but the thing about the Knight of Wands, it's a card of a player. It's a card of somebody who is hot and cold in another real life, somebody who is a playboy, playgirl kind of a character, and if you can think of someone like that, that's the person that's coming back this week, right? The Knight of Wands clarified by Judgment. Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past. The Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck is a card of a heartbreak. So they already left you brokenhearted at least once in the past, right? And they don't care about how you feel. They really don't. The Empress all the way to your left is actually one of your cards. You share it with Libra. Well, you are a Libra. I was going to say you share it with Taurus, right? So yeah, that's you. But the Four of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Cups, right next to the deck, that's how you'll be feeling once they are out the door. Let's just put it that way. Alright, the Seven of Cups is a card of confusion, frustration. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, there's just nothing here for you. Beware actually of this person. They may tell you things that will resonate with you. Something like, oh, I'm serious this time around, oh, this and that. But if they tell you things like that, they're all lies. They just want to have a little fun with you and that's it. Alright, Libra, so just beware of this player who is coming back this week. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Libra. This week we have the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, this is a victory, and what happens next after that victory, Libra, right? So the very first card that came out, the Six of Wands, is a card of victory, success, recognition, admiration. Perhaps you're being awarded, you're being recognized, you're being promoted, you're being hired. Right? Perhaps you're completing a project successfully. Yeah, and that's the first card that came out. This is a victory, success. And as a result of that, the rest of the spread happens, right? So now with the Three of Wands and the Magician and the Ace of Wands, now that you had your victory, recognition, success, you're going to be thinking, what's next for me? You're making future plans. And as a matter of fact, I think you will already decide by the end of the week what's next for you, what you want to do with that success, recognition, how you want to take that, for a ride, I guess. Yeah, the Three of Wands is a card of looking into the future. The Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. And it's kind of symbolic. You see, with the Three of Wands, there's three wands, right? But the person in the Three of Wands, and I think that would be you, is holding on to just one of them, right? And that's the wand I think we see in the Ace of Wands. So you're holding on to that one. You will know what's next for you. And not will you only know what's next for you, you will actively start doing something about it, right? The Magician, right next to the deck, I think that's also you. You can make anything happen. You've got all the tools you need at your disposal. All right? So just so you know, you can turn anything to gold. So yeah, congratulations. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Libra. We have the Ten of Swords clarified by the Eight of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. What you're not expecting is that Ace of Pentacles to land on your lap, or to finally land on your lap. And it's something perhaps you lost hope about, or you had your doubts about, or you were really stressed out about it. You thought that it was not coming your way, or you kind of figured that it's not coming your way anymore. But the good news it is. The Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity, right? For some of you, it could be a job if you've applied for a job. And if you went through a bunch of interviews, perhaps you thought the interviews didn't go so well, but guess what? They did. Or it could be about anything else. Whatever you were stressed out about, whatever you were not sure about or thought that you were not going to get, and you were overthinking about, it's coming your way after all, right? So the Ten of Swords, the first card that came out, is a card of an abrupt ending, and what's coming to the end is the Eight of Swords, clarifying that Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. In this case, the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups, they feel kind of similar, right? The Eight of Swords is somebody who is stuck, trapped, somebody who is overthinking, somebody who is, stuck in their thoughts. The Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck, this is you confused, this is you are unsure, unclear about something, right? You don't know if this is ever going to happen, or if the job is yours, or if this and that is yours. And here it is, right? The Ace of Pentacles is clarifying the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true, and it's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. And there you are, Libra, the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the deck, right? So now you have the green light to move forward. Alright? I hope that makes sense. Alright, Libra, so yeah, that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Libra, have an amazing week.